Okay guys, so we're gonna flesh this coyote here. What I've done is after I skinned him, I put him in my washing machine, spun him through a rinse cycle of just water, and then I just left him air dry there, fur out overnight, you know, and then put him in the fridge that morning, and this is the next evening we're gonna flesh him out. So first thing we're gonna do is I've got him on my beam here, and I've taken his ears and I've pulled them off, or pulled them around to the flesh side here, and we're going to remove the cartilage on them. Now, you know, there's some guys that say, oh, you don't need to remove the cartilage on the ears. You know, these are big ears, guys. If you don't get just right airflow to them, you know, you're going to cause slippage. It's just a good idea to remove the cartilage, and it really doesn't take that long. So all we're going to do is, you can see the ears flipped out right here, okay? Now this is the cartilage side, this is the first side, this side we're saving, this side we're getting rid of. Real simple here. Where you cut right here is just that line of cartilage. All you got to do is take a knife and just get that cartilage. You're gonna, you know, this is your skin here. Just get that cartilage and start working it until you get a good flap here. Now I've got a little pair of pliers here, and all you got to do once you get that going is just start pulling. And it's real simple. Just work that up. Now, look at that. See, that's his whole ear right there. That's a whole piece of cartilage. One shot. Didn't take no time. There's the skin. That's the part that you know, we'll pin forward on the hide. Now sometimes there'll be just a little bit of piece of meat or cartilage or something. We can scrape a lot of that. We're gonna get them big hunks just right now. All right, that's it. We'll tuck that ear in. We'll go to the next one. Like I said, here it is right here. It's flipped out. You can see the separation here. We're just gonna take the knife and just get that cartilage started. Once you get to the outside, all the way, no big deal. Got a little piece of pliers. I'm just kind of using my thumb just to get in there and help separate it. Go to pulling. There it is. There's the other one. No problem at all. I think a lot of guys, they get scared of them, and you know, that's why they don't do it. But man, now you can see there's nothing but skin. Once we board this coyote, everything will dry very nice. We're just gonna clean up a little bit around the ears. That's the biggest thing, guys. If you don't get these ears good, there's a lot of meat around them, and you know, there's a good chance that some sort of a slippage, you know, with the fur, especially if you don't have good air circulation. Alright, so that's it. We're done now. That's the ears. We're going to put them on the beam, we're going to flesh them. Alright, now, with all coyotes, or canines for that matter, they've got this membrane, just like on a fox. Now, some cases there'll be fat under this membrane, and in some cases there won't be. In this case, there is. There's quite a bit of fat underneath this, so this has all got to come off. If there's not a lot of fat underneath it, you know, leave the membrane. So all we're going to do is, you can see there's a few big chunks right here around the face. I'm just going to take our dull side of our knife here. These are the parts I talk about around the ears. And we'll just work those off. If you have to, you know, once you get going around the ears, take you a knife, just dress it up. Alright, next we're going to go and pull them up Again, I use my clamp here just to keep in position. And we're just going to start scraping this. Coyote here, no sharp side, just scraping. You can see all that fat that's under that membrane. That's why we have to take it all off. I'm gonna take him and I'm gonna roll him. I'm gonna do all the way around. I'm not gonna pull him up and then run him back down. That's just a good way to, you know, if you get some fat or something underneath the hide that way. Just scrape him down. Roll them again here. This will be the like the underside of them. Want to remove as much as we can. You can see why I say you need to brush them out real good, because if you had a cockerburr or something right there, by all this this pushing, you definitely pop a hole in it. All right, now you can see I've pushed all basically to the front legs, and we went all the way around. So now I can just put his front leg, because we left it long, I can just put his front leg there in the point of the fleshing beam. And just continue to flesh. You can see we're pulling that fat out from underneath that membrane. Like I said, you'll be able to see it. If there's no fat underneath there, it is okay to leave it, but you want to make sure that there is no fat. If in doubt, go ahead and flesh them all the way out. I will say one thing, because this coyote's cold, the fat does push better. Alright, so we went down again. Put our clamp back on. We'll push down the face of them. You can see that fat, that's all fat right there that's coming out from underneath that membrane. That's why we have to remove it. Spin him here, come around to the belly side. Roll him one more time. Alright, now roll him back. This will be the last time. Readjust our clamp. Now with this, we're just going to push right off his fur. But you can see how clean my fleshing beam is, because I've rolled him and then I've brought him up, rather than bringing the whole coyote up and down. Coming right down here to the end of him, you can see that fat, since it's nice and cold, it pushes right off. Very clean. That fat, with it being cold, it doesn't have that greasy texture, and it doesn't get into that fur, you know, like it does at higher temperatures. Come down here. This is his back leg. We'll just push that off a little bit. That fat right there. And these legs, you don't have to get them completely clean down to the very end, because you can see we're going to cut them off flush there whenever we board him. Come Come around here to the belly side. Roll them again. We'll push everything off. I'm gonna readjust my clamp here, just so I can stay comfortable. You can tell I've not used the sharp side of my knife. Everything on this coyote's just been pushed. Alright, we'll come around here. It's the last side. Push all that fat off right there. It's that last little bit there. Now for the tail. We've already split the tail, of course. We'll just finish up just like so, kind of a this away to this away motion. Alright, now there's our coyote. He's fully fleshed. We got all the fat off of him, all the fat under the membrane. His ears are split, his or the cartilage removed. There's no chance of slippage here, so the part 3 there, we'll board this coyote. So until then.